Hey friends, how's it going? It's just a normal night over here. Kids are fighting over apple chargers. I'm getting updates on football game scores. Caroline doesn't like my chicken that I made. You know, just just a day in the life. Just a day in the life. Remember when we made that cherry pie back during Pie Week? Well, it was delicious. It was like the best thing I'd ever made in my life. And that pie got scarfed down in like record time. And I just did not get enough cherry pie out of it that I wanted for myself because everybody else was eating it. So we're going to make another one. But instead of making just a plain old cherry pie that we've already done before, we're going to make a cherry galette. Now, what is a cherry galette, you ask? It's essentially a pie that's not in a pie plate. It's just a really rustic dough that we put the cherries in, and then we fold that dough around it and bake it in the oven. And it's going to be absolutely delish. But let's do our filling first. So for our filling, we've got 4 cups of cherries in our bowl. I bought them frozen at Publix. I let them sit on my counter to thaw, and now here they are. I did drain the juice off of them. To that, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of brown sugar. I'm also going to add to that 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay, now we need the juice of a lemon. Okay, the last thing we need for our filling is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to get this all mixed up. Okay, our filling looks amazing. Now we're going to bring over our pie shell. Now you need a bigger pie shell than normal for this because it's got to overlap over the top of your filling. So I took 2 regular pie shells and I put them on top of each other. You can kind of see where they overlapped, and I crimped them together. So now we're going to dump our cherries just right onto our pie shell. And we're going to kind of keep them in the middle. All right, now we're going to start to fold our crust up around our fruit. And this is going to be rustic looking. It's not going to be perfect. It's just going to look however it looks. You are going to see some fruit poking out of the top. All right, here we go. It looks good, doesn't it? Rustic. Now, to make sure this looks absolutely beautiful when it comes out of the oven, we're going to brush some heavy whipping cream all over our exposed crust. And then we're going to come back and sprinkle it with brown sugar. So I'm just going to pour the cream on and brush it around as I pour. Okay, it looks great with the cream all over it. Now we're going to sprinkle it with brown sugar. You could also do an egg wash on this if you wanted to. All right, it's all done. She looks gorge. We're going to stick her in a 375-degree oven for 40 to 50 minutes, and then we'll be back. Hey, friends. She's done, and she's gorgeous. Now, her juice did seep out and cook on the tray, but the galette itself is perfection. It's so good looking that we're going to cut right into it and have some. Absolutely delish, to die for. What more could you want in life? A cherry pie is like my be all end all. Y'all should just come to know that you can't do better than a cherry pie. Mmm. Mm. The filling is sweet and tart. The pie crust is flaky and buttery and sweet with the sugar wheat sprinkled on it. Mmm. 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 She is beauty. She is grace. Mmm. This is absolute perfection. You cannot get any better. A cherry pie is easy to make. A cherry galette is easy to make. Any fruit galette or pie is easy to make. You just get your fruit, add some sugar, add some salt, add some spices, get your crust, dump it in, bake it. It's so easy, and it is such a crowd favorite. You absolutely, absolutely, absolutely should make a cherry galette. This one is not to be missed. It's perfection. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Love you.